All right. Today is the 1st of October, 2024, around 1:40 p.m. PST. My name is Skylar Sparks. I am the district attorney for San Andreas. The officer in the room is,
Senior Officer Anastasia Moore.
and Dr. Schilling, if you just state your name.
Dr. Mercy Penelope Schilling.
Perfect. This is mostly formality since you've already stated you don't want an attorney, but just to cover it, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be provided by the state. And if you wish, if there are any charges, should there be any charges that could go to bench trial, you can contest those charges in front of a judge should a judge be available. Do you understand your rights?
I do.
Okay, and just to kind of cover a couple things, you stated that you did not want any representation at this time based on the attorneys that are available. Is that correct?
I do not trust any of the attorneys that are available.
Okay. So I'm just gonna ask a couple questions. I don't think any of this is gonna be long. I'm gonna start off. Are you okay? Because as far as the statements from everyone else is, those guys just kind of started attacking you.
They shot first.
They shot
I
first.
did not
Okay.
have any. I didn't get hit by any of the bullets. They whizzed past me.
Good. Okay. Doesn't mean you're not shaken up, which is the big thing.
I was very shaken up on scene, but I've calmed down since.
Okay. Good. Do you need any medical or anything like that? I don't know if anyone asked that of you.
No, I wasn't struck.
Okay. In your own words, can you tell me what happened? Because the best you can, I understand. You said you were calm, but
No.
sometimes remembering that stuff. Okay.
No, it's okay. So we had a gentleman, J.C. Chazé. He had kidnapped Bryce Miller in the early part of August of this year. He had been contacting myself, Bryce, and a group of our friends today, stating that he was going to be around. He told me I was going to rue the day, so I had one physical threat. It was on an auditory phone call, though, so there's no actual evidentiary support to show you that.
Sure. Yeah, but I'm gonna believe you on that phone call based on what evidence was put on the scene. I mean, you know what you saw there, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so he said there was a threat. Yeah.
He told me that I was going to rue the day and he would be catching up with me. He wanted to meet with Bryce at Vinewood Bowl. So myself and a few of my friends were in the bush. It was simply to make sure that Bryce made it out okay. It was not to inflict harm upon the individual, as Bryce himself had said he did not want violence inflicted upon him.
Right. Okay.
I'll be honest with you, we waited for a long time. It took a while for him to arrive. They pulled up in a black SUV, and JC had walked out along with two armed gentlemen. They were brandishing their weapons from first exiting the vehicle. They had bulletproof vests on, black hats, looked like security guards. They walked up to the stage. Again, weapons never left their side. They remained brandished the entire time. They talked for a while, and then you could hear JC audibly say that he was going to be kidnapping Bryce at this time. And
Okay.
An individual, and this is where I started getting shaken up, so I'm sorry if I can't give you
Take a breath.
complete recollection
Hey,
of who or what.
Dr. Schilling, it's gonna be okay. We are here as long as you need to get your story out. I don't care how long that takes. I have set out the entire rest of the evening to make sure this is done. There's tissues on the table. The only person that's gonna put pressure on you is you. Okay? So take your time. Please, 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 please.
Someone had stood up. They did not shoot. However, when they stood up, they did brandish their weapon towards the guards that had already brandished their too, and the guards started shooting everyone down. They shot Tanner Phillips, Bryce Miller, and Lila Sage down.
Okay.
And they were continuing to shoot. I, at that time, was walking towards the stage. They had dipped to if you're facing outward from the stage at the Vinewood Bowl, they were crouched on the right-hand side. They came out with their gun drawn, and I shot them down. And I was shaken up at that time, and I didn't want them to get back up, and I struck them again with my gun. And then I got medical to Lila. I told Kim to hold pressure on her. Kim
Okay.
was not involved in the shooting or any of the violence. I honestly don't know where she was, to be honest with you, on site.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to go put pressure on Bryce's wounds to try and sustain their life.
Okay.
And that's when the officers came and I put my hands up.
Okay. Are you an emergency contact for Lila or Bryce? Do you know?
I am for Bryce, yes.
Okay. Um, I will state that your friends are okay. I can't state much more than that. But
I understand.
whatever medical treatment you did, I do want to reassure you that they are going to be okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's the least. It's the least I can do. So that being said, there were two people that you walked up to. How close were you when you shot them again?
I was right upon them.
Okay, so like standing over them, kind of thing.
Yes,
Okay, and where did you end up shooting them?
in the head.
Okay. And if I were to show you pictures of the people you shot, would you be able to confirm that those are the people that you end up shooting?
Yes.
Are you familiar
Yes,
with this
that is
person?
one.
Okay.
Yes.
And this guy?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna stop the interrogation unless you had anything else to say, ma'am. Is there a particular reason as to why you shot them outside of making sure they didn't get up again?
They've come back and terrorized us multiple times, and I just wanted it to stop.
Okay. I understand.